This is a teaching video for Red Rose Rendezvous by Martha Mier. We're going to reprise a little bit the third page because it'll make it easier to learn the parts if we do the right and the left hand separately. So we're going to start at the beginning of the third page, and we're going to learn the right hand part. Because they're both melodic, that might make things easier. So we start off the right hand with a rest. It's an eighth rest. The left hand has just played an A, and then the right hand's going to come in with our forefinger on two A flats above middle C. These are all eighth notes, and it's going to walk its way down. Forefinger A flat, three finger G, two finger F, thumb on D, cross the 2 to C. Then, the second measure, we play that C again with the 2 finger, and then 3 finger D. And it just holds for the rest of the measure, plus the measure after that, while our left hand's doing some stuff. So then, the fourth measure, we start with a chord, 2 finger on A above middle C, 5 finger on D above middle C. And then we hold the D, but after 2 counts, we move, instead of we're playing the A, we're going to be playing our thumb on G. So, it's like we changed the chord. We were playing A and D, and then after 2 counts, we play G and D instead. Then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth measure of this line, we have a quarter rest while the left hand's playing a C. And the right hand comes in with thumb on G above middle C, and it's playing eighth notes. Thumb on G, 2 finger A, 3 finger B flat, 5 finger D. So this whole line for the right hand sounds like this. That's the first line of the third page. Second line, we start with a chord, thumb on G above middle C, forefinger on C above middle C, and then it wants us to change the chord after 2 beats again, so now we're going to be playing F and C. We just scooch our thumb down. That's what they suggest. You could do it otherwise. You could play the chord with your 2 and 5, and then you'd have your thumb free to change that F. It's kind of up to you on your personal preference. The next measure is a quarter rest, and then the right hand comes in with eighth notes, thumb on F above middle C, 2 finger G, 3 finger A, 5 finger C. Then we're going to play another chord in the third measure, F on the bottom with our thumb, and forefinger playing B flat. And then it'll change the chord. After 2 beats, we'll be playing E and B flat instead. Again, the same fingering as the first measure of this line. Then we have a quarter rest, and we play eighth notes again. Starting with our thumb on E, 2 finger F, 3 finger G, 5 finger B flat. That's the end of the second line, and it sounds like this. Then the third line, we start with, this is all eighth notes in this measure. Start with the forefinger on A above middle C, 3 finger G sharp, cross your thumb back up to A, 2 finger C sharp, 3 finger D, 4 finger E. Then we get to play some staccato chords. The first one is A on the bottom, F on the top. Scooch it down 1 on each of those notes to playing G and E. Scooch it down 1 again to be playing F and D. Then we're going to be playing another chord. This is A on the bottom, B flat in the middle, and D on top. And you could play it with 2, 3, and 5, because after 2 beats, it changes the chord to G, B flat, and D, and it's a staccato. So is how that measure sounds. Then we have an 8th rest. 4 finger will be playing F, 2 F's above middle C, and walking down. And then 3 finger E, 2 finger D, thumb on C, cross the 3 finger to B flat. Then the last measure of the line, we're playing a chord, right where we're at. Thumb on G, 2 finger A, 4 finger C. And then after 2 beats, it changes the chord. We'll be playing F, A, and C, and it's staccato. So again, like the previous measure in this line, it sounds like that. So this whole line sounds like this. Then we have the last line of this page, an 8th rest, and then the right hand comes in with 3 finger on E. This is 2 E's above middle C. These are all 8th notes, walking down 2 finger D, thumb on C, 3 finger B flat, 2 finger A. Next measure, 3 finger B flat, still 8th notes, 2 finger A, thumb G, 2 finger A, 3 finger B flat. This is a quarter note, holds a little longer. Thumb on G for the next measure, and then we have a little grace note, which is an A, followed by a half note B flat. So we can play that with 2 finger and 3 finger. So now the 4th measure of the last line, staying right where we are, 3 finger B flat, all 8th notes, 2 finger A, thumb G, 2 finger A, 3 finger B flat. That's a quarter note, so a little longer. Then we have a quarter rest, and we play right where we're at, thumb on G, 2 finger G sharp, cross your thumb to A, 3 finger C. And that's the end of the 3rd page. That last line sounds like this all together. And that's the end of the 3rd page for right hand.